Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to Formula Virtual Racing. We are back and we are here around Silverstone for the opening of another fantastic season in the Formula Virtual Racing series. We are here live from the British Grand Prix and we are starting in typical British fashion with rain. It's only a wet qualifying. We will be dry conditions in the race. So it will be very exciting. Another man is very excited, well, I think, alongside me, and is back for another season. It is Brendan, and we could hardly replace him. How are you doing?
I am doing very well here in a new season, and you've got teams in new, some drivers in new teams. We'll see, you have champion moving from Aston Martin to Red Bull, and then you have the runner-up last season moved to Ferrari. And you have some very interesting lineups here, as it could be going anyway. But obviously, one lineup is already a bit compromised because, well, Jack Redman has a quality ban.
Yes, we are starting the season in typical Formula Virtual Racing fashion with Jack Redman getting a quality ban. But we are getting ready to go here in Silverstone for qualifying. It is the intermediate tyres that will be of choice for the rain. We will be getting a fully dry race. It'll be a sunny Sunday in Silverstone. There's a tongue twister for you. We are off and running. We're looking at Yuri Wessels racing for Williams here. He is here in the Williams machine, struggling with the traction a little bit as he heads down the Wellington Straight.
Not looking too bad so far.
Not been too shabby for Yuri Wessels.
See, with the wet, you're able to do multiple laps in a row, so you'll probably see them fueled up a little bit more, and they're probably going out for two separate periods, as opposed to runs where you just do the in-lap, out-lap, or outlap, hot lap, in lap.
Yes, of course they can do. They do. You kind of do a few runs here and there in the rain conditions. We are looking at Yuri Wessels, of course, as we said. If you're just joining us, welcome back to another season of Formula Virtual Racing. That's a purple sector 2 for Yuri. He is going to be the first man to complete a qualifying lap. That is the reason. Well, he will is purple in the middle sector down towards the final sector. Here he comes into the Vale chicane and club. Very slow on the traction is Yuri Wessels. That's how you have to be in qualifying in the rain. It's a 36.1 is the banker time to get us set and get us going. It's a Ferrari of Jake Marsh coming down towards Vale. That's Liam Angelo Carrick going to the top of the timing sheets. He's replacing British Grand Prix winner Tyler Davison today. Couldn't make it today. He's in the Mercedes seat. That is Jake Marsh, another Briton from Leeds, gone into third spot. It's the Aston Martin of Junior Keith Pachero up next, and then it was Jackson Turner replacing the absent Brady Pollock, who's racing in the Club 100 in karting today. Well, you wish him the best of luck. Believe he came 5th and 6th, so well done to him. 21 seconds off the pace, hopefully not representative. That's Aaron McFall in the Red Bull Racing Honda, gone to the top of the timing sheets. Him and Legend Rosenberg have teamed up this season. Legend, his first season since season number 3, not in the Aston Martin, and he's not finished because that is a fantastic lap, narrowly beating out Aaron McFall. Really close to the top of the timing tower. Liam Angelo Carrick in the mix there as well. We're on board. We're looking at Lightning Luke Davis.
As I believe Chloe's had an off. A very strange off. It's like everything's fine and it's just gone. Straight to the right.
That's not very good. Of course, the cars do really struggle for grip in the rain. Here comes Luke Davis across the line. It will be 5th for the Mercedes. That's not a bad lap at all. Moves to the Mercedes team alongside Tyler Davison for this season. Tyler not here, of course. That is a Ferrari off as well. That is a Alpine as well. That's Chloe, who we said in the Alpine team for this season.
She stopped on track.
Just let her going.
I would assume now at this point you probably get this on next lap invalidated if you spend long enough off track.
Probably, which is a bit weird considering the game. Lewis McWilliam set a 35.4 invalid, so he has pace here today. He's coming up towards Brooklands and Luffield. Through Luffield now. Get the exit onto the old start-finish straight. Through Woodcut. That is this corner here. We just call it the old start-finish straight because, well, that's what it is. Down towards the famous Cops Corner. We all are aware of this one in recent history. The McLaren has had a spin through Cops Corner, and that is backwards for Lewis McWilliam. No grip through there, had the McLaren. And that is Legend Rosenberg toppling the time again, and he's now 5/10 clear. Of course, won here last season in similar conditions. He beat Tyler Davison on that day. Liam Houseman has gone to 60, slot himself in behind the Williams and in front of the Williams. Juan is gone to 9th with a representative lap. Kyle Albert, another local Briton from London, living in Colchester, but from London, so he'll want a good victory here today. He's ahead of another Briton of Jackson Turner, and ahead of another Briton of Jake Marsh. Now the Sport Bune, the Dutchman, down in 13th, ahead of Bill Nowick, a representative American for the American team. He has got himself a main role for this season, featured in a few races last season. He's currently just behind his teammate, and this man is back again, Thomas Main. He is back for another adventure here in as a reserve role. Won the Canadian Grand Prix back in season 4, was his most recent victory. He hasn't really raced much since. Had a unfortunate race that next week in Belgium, but he is looking for a good result here tonight. Won this race back 6 seasons ago in season 1. He was the very first winner, ahead of Nicholas Graysburg, Danny Camber and Jack Redmond, all featuring in that one. Jack Redmond, of course, has a quali ban for today. He is back in AlphaTauri, joined by his rival when he was in AlphaTauri of Sam Davison. And that is Jake Marsh, gone up to 10th. Juan Hernandez can't stay 11th. He started another time, and that is the pole time increased once again, and that is someone gone off into the pit lane. It's Liam Houseman. He broke a braking board or two there. The no line runners won't be too happy with that one. But Legend Rosenberg is looking really good here today.
Up to 14th, he's moved ahead of Bill Nowick.
That is Thomas up to 14th. Legend is looking really good, but it's going to be a different ball game in the dry because some drivers not very good in the wet conditions, some very good in the dry, and some, of course, very good in the rain. Legend very good in the rain compared to the runners here. He is absolutely fantastic. That is Liam Huisman having a bit of a disconnect. He is back in. Is there a bit of side-by-side action? I think it was one of the McLarens coming out of the pit lane. Kyle Albert getting all out of shape at the final corner. He has picked it up again nicely. Lewis McWilliam on an outlap. Oh, here we go. The Red Bulls are battling. I would say they're giving a slipstream, but giving a slipstream in these conditions seems very pointless.
You might gain a millisecond.
Maybe, I suppose every millisecond counts, especially when the gap is as close as it is between Aaron McFall and Liam Angelo Carrick. But Aaron has opted for some off-roading and has destroyed a Fly Emirates board. I'm sure they will be not too happy with that, but that is the Red Bulls lap done. Got all out of shape through one of the corners. I cannot think of the name for the life of me. It is I really can't think of the name.
Wait, what corner?
It'll come back to me in a second because I'm...
No. Which corner you mean? Like, where in track?
Oh, it's Chapel. That's what I mean. I meant Chapel. We got there eventually.
Chapel
Get the mistakes out of the way. It's Jackson Turner getting a mistake out of the way as well. He's ventured off into the gravel trap on the exit of Aintree. That is the exit of Aintree. He has ventured off into the gravel trap. The Aston Martin Cognizant BWT TikTok JCB car not having a good time and almost impeding his teammate of Gift Pachero, who's currently in 4th position.
Yeah. It is a bit peculiar. Usually, for Junior, he had a very good race in Monaco last year, very good qualifying. And it was still going alright, but then he unfortunately crashed with about 10 laps to go. So hopefully this will be the opportunity he needs.
Yeah, of course. He's very on and off, really, in terms of form and performance. He can be a bit here or there. Jake Marsh, in his Ferrari, will be hoping to kick the season off well. He won in the opening few rounds last season. He is into the pit lane now, and his teammate Juan Hernandez Might just be joining him. No, stays out. Going to go for another run. Is the Spaniard.
It's looking more Ferrari 2020 as opposed to 2022 at the moment, although Juan could change that.
He can.
Yeah,
Goes up to
has
6th.
improved.
It's a bit more
P6,
Carlos
this-
Sainz maybe than Charles Leclerc, who, of course, is Spaniard.
Oh, well, this is... yeah, this is Ferrari 2020, to be fair. Juan is the Leclerc, and Jake, unfortunately, has to play the Vettel role, it seems.
Liam Angelo Carrick is 0.5 of a second up as he enters Stowe. If he can nail this Vale and Club, he will be looking good to challenge Rosenberg. And look at that, that's Yuri Wessels who's gone to second for Williams Racing. Williams have not won a race in the last season. They'll be hoping to improve. Liam Angelo Carrick goes to the top of the timing sheets and gets his Mercedes right up there. That is a 34.6. Narrowly beats Legend Rosenberg, but he's got that Mercedes up there. And Mercedes starting the season well despite the absence of Tyler Davison this evening. Of course, Tyler would right be up there on Borbune in the grass. That's a spin for the Hassman. He's managed to avoid all walls. Where is that? That's Aintree again. For Borbune, the Dutchman. Struggling there. That is where he's gone off. Lewis McWilliam is heading through Aintree as we speak. And he's getting it all out of shape as well. He's going to have to avoid Kyle Albert. And Kyle just pulls out of the way at the right time. We're looking at Lewis McWilliam now. Down towards Brooklands and into Luffield. The Scotsman has never won his home Grand Prix. He's finished twice. He's finished second on 2 occasions. He's finished twice, that's it.
Jackson and Outlap here is maybe just install the setup.
Yeah, he is allowed to do that, of course. He is allowed set an outlap to get the setup in. That's Lewis McWilliam navigating Copse a lot better than he did on his previous lap. He's now into Beckett's. And now he's heading into Chapel, 4th gear, get it up to 5th and get the short shift in and get a better run than Aaron McFall did on his last lap through there, although it almost looked like it was going to go down towards Stowe for the McLaren. McLaren would love to win their home Grand Prix. Their last win, McLaren, in the Formula Virtual Racing Series was in Imola of last season. Of course, racing in Imola in the real Formula 1 this weekend, apologies. They have not won here since last season in Imola, and then the time before that was Monaco of the previous season. 1 win a season team. Would they like to take it on the first weekend? Lewis McWilliam puts the 3rd spot on the grid. That's not a bad lap at all. Really good running for Lewis McWilliam. And McFall's on another attempt. He's gone through Beckett's and Chapel now. Had a bit of trouble with his Red Bull Racing Honda car. Through here on his previous occasion. 4 minutes left in qualifying. He's had a bit of trouble again, picking up a bit of grass on the outside. Has a bit of a wobble, but he's improving by 0.2 of a second. Down towards Stowe. And that's going to be invalid. It is invalid for Aaron McFall. He has wasted that one, unfortunately. Teammate Legend Rosenberg is just on a cool-down lap. Adrian Teisch hasn't set a time yet, neither has either of the Alpha Tauris. One of the Alpha Tauris not allowed to set a time due to a qualifying suspension, and Sam Davis is allowed to set a time, just hasn't got one on the board yet. Neither is Adrian Teisch with 3 minutes 22 to go. He's entering Beckett's and Chapel now. The Canadian will be decent in these conditions due to the country he's from. Canada, very cold in the winter. Can be warm though at times. Just like Britain, I suppose. It's normally colder than it is warm. But here comes Adrian Teisch into Stowe. In 4th gear, running the gear as well, is the Alfa Romeo, his 3rd season, or possibly 4th season at the team. He has been, it's his 4th season at the team. Here he goes, through Club, and across the line for Adrian Teisch. It'll be 16th for him. It would be very unfamiliar to see Adrian Teisch not in a Alfa Romeo powered car in the series. He did want to leave the team, but he's happy now, and that's a crash. That is at Club. That is Kyle Albert, and there is the Alpine gone round as well. Through Aintree again. Aintree proving difficult for some drivers. That's Jack, of course, out of the session due to the qualifying suspension. Legend is going very slowly, entering the final corner. Is he setting up for a lap here? Really unsure as to what he's doing, or is he letting the Ferrari of Jake Marsh through? No, because Jake is picking up a tow from Giv Pachero, and this is really interesting. Jake rounding through Stowe into Vale. He needs to get a good lap because 12th is not where you want to start your first race of the season, of a championship challenging season. Jake Marsh across the line, he improves to 9th. It's better, but it's not where he'd want to be. Yuri Wessels is down on his time. Aaron McFall is entering Aintree. So we cannot tell if he's up on his time. Yeah, let us know in the chat if who you think is going to get for pole position, of course. That is Aaron invalidated. That is Legend invalidated as well. Red Bull not having a good time of things. Red Bull won the Season 2 Constructors with Tyler Davison and Sam Davis at the wheel. They'll be hoping to repeat that again. That would make it 3 Constructors' Championship winning seasons in a row for Legend Rosenberg. It would be 2 at Aston Martin, 1 at Red Bull. Luke Davis is improving here in his home Grand Prix. Hasn't taken an FVR win. He's taken a podium and he's all out of shape through Brooklands and through Luffield. So this will not be a pole lap for sure. We'll see what the Ugandan Gift Pachero can do. Heading... And that's Legend actually out of the session. That's 1 Red Bull gone. He won't be taking pole. Legend Rosenberg is out of the session here. That's an interesting one. Liam Angelo Carrick is improving on his time, and he has a healthy gap over everybody else apart from Legend. But of course Legend won't be completing the session. 30 seconds left in qualifying. This will be the last attempt for Angelo Carrick. Good line through Cops. And then having some issues on his part. We'll hope to get him back in the commentary box in a second. And here comes Liam Angelo Carrick through Chapel, heading down onto the Hangar Straight. Of course, Silverstone built on an old airfield. That's why it's called the Hangar Straight. He's down on his time, made a bit of a mistake through Mackett's. Now heading down towards Stowe. Needs a great line through here. He's currently on pole, but he'd like to improve, and that's another front runner of Yuri Wessels out of the session. It's got to take a shock for someone to beat this pole lap because it is well clear, and Mercedes are starting the season off just like they'd want to. Lewis McWilliams gone up to 4th spot. Liam Angelo Carrick will cross the line. He's a 10th down. What's Aaron McFall going to do? In his Red Bull, he's up on his time. Luke Davis is gone for another run. He's got round, made the line. Juan Hernandez is all out of shape on the grass in his Ferrari. Gift is off. Jake Marsh is 2/10 up on his time, so he can improve again. Ferrari not having a great day of things here. They're having a great day in real life, certainly not having a great day here. Enzo King is another man. He's decent in the wet. That's the Alpine gone on the final corner. Sam Davis has bumped himself up to 11th. That's a really good final run for the Season 2 champion. Juan Hernandez rounding through the final few corners. Aaron McFall as well. Juan just in front of the Red Bull on the Hangar Straight. Juan is 4/10 down. We've seen him make the mistake, so it will be Aaron who could take pole position. He's purple in the middle sector. He is improving, but it's not by enough. He needs a big final sector if he wants to take pole position in Silverstone. He took pole position all the way back at the first ever race in Season 1. Can he take it in the opening of Season 6? Silverstone's not hosted an opener since that Season 1 race. He's coming around Vale, round Club. Is it enough for pole position for Aaron McFall? It is not enough for pole position. He's just missed out. Jake Marsh will beat his teammate at the death. Gets up to 8th spot. That's qualifying in Silverstone. Liam Angelo Carrick, the Irishman on British soil, takes pole position. What a fantastic qualifying. Really interesting stuff. It is Liam Angelo Carrick who takes the pole for Mercedes ahead of Aaron McFall. It's technically an Irish 1-2. Liam, of course, with the dual nationality of Ireland and the Philippines, but Aaron McFall taking second and beating his teammates. Legend Rosenberg's not lost a qualifying battle yet in his FVR career. He's 1-0 now, or 0-1, sorry. We're now trying to get Brendan back in. He's having some connection issues, I believe. That is a fantastic pole position for Angelo Carrick. He took a podium in Singapore in the Aston Martin. He's on pole for Mercedes. That is pole. Angelo Carrick ahead of Aaron McFall. Legend Rosenberg in 3rd. Lewis McWilliam 4th. Yuri Wessels 5th. Lightning Luke Davis in 6th. Liam Houseman in 7th. Jake Marsh 8th. Juan Hernandez 9th. Gift Pachero 10th. Sam Davis at 11th. Enzo King in 12th. Jackson Turner in 13th. Bill Nowick 14th. Kyle Albert 15th. Thomas Main 16th. Adrian Tice 17th. Ray Glennon 18th. Borbew 19th. And Jack Redmond, of course, in 20th. Really, really interesting qualifying, that is. It is a dry race. Ben, are you back with us?
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
He's here. Well, at least you're here for the race. That is the most important thing.
That just got so bad towards the end there. I could not hear a thing you were saying. I do hope this is the end of it, but it's getting a bit concerning. I've had these issues twice this week.
Hopefully it is the end of it. What is the strategy for today? I know it is soft medium, but will many guys be doing the reverse strat, seeing as it's free tyre choice?
Good. I mean, yeah, possible.
Back in the lobby now. We're getting ready to go. And there's Liam Angelo Carrick on pole position ahead of Aaron McFall, the Irish 1-2 in Silverstone. That is a very, very split top 10. It is softs for everybody down to the two Ferraris of Jake Marsh and Juan Hernandez. Then Giff Pachero, Sam Davis on softs, Enzo King, Jackson Turner on the mediums. Then there's softs all the way down to Adrian Teich, and then softs all the way down to the end. It is a beautiful, beautiful sunny day here in Silverstone, and hopefully it is a beautiful race to match that. We'll leave the tyres on screen for a few more moments. Kyle Albert saying in the chat he's going to try to do a masterclass for us both.
Let's see. So P15, you never know what could happen. Doesn't take too much for you to go from maybe P15 to maybe somewhere like P9 or 10, and then from there. Oh well.
Is that Kyle? That's Kyle who's just spun. That is a masterclass of its own for Kyle Albert.
That is the Sebastian Vettel masterclass.
That is.
No, that is not.
Yeah, let's hope that is not the precedent he's setting for the race. Kyle will. He will still start in 15th. But his formation lap will just be a little bit longer. It's been a fairly fast formation
lap.
lap.
Lag's back.
It's been a fairly fast formation lap here in Silverstone. It'll be Mercedes leading away to Red Bulls. Where have we seen that before in qualifying? In Formula 1, of course. Let's hope this race is just as exciting as that British Grand Prix.
Oh no.
Rounding the final corner to line up on the grid.
No, this lag is.
Heading into the final corner, it'll be the Mercedes leading us away once again this season. Juan Hernandez was always up at the front of the grid last season. He is up here again. It'll be Jack Redmond who'll get us set on the grid in his AlphaTauri. The AlphaTauri that's brought so many memories for the Irishman. Not really at Silverstone though, he's never had a great race around here. He'll be hoping for it this time. We are getting ready for the first race of the season. The excitement is building, and it is certainly going to be a good one. Loading onto the grid, hopefully all is good. Brandon unfortunately having more issues, but here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. We are racing in Great Britain. It's a decent launch. It's a fantastic launch for the Williams in the mid-pack. But Liam Carrick leads into turn 1 ahead of Aaron McFall. Yuri Wessels has already pipped Legend Rosenberg down towards turn 3. Can Aaron McFall try something round the outside? There's somebody gone off. It is an Alpine, I believe. Oh, there's a McLaren around. It's Kyle Albert around again. Giff Pachero's already up 3 spots, and it's got the move done on... Oh, it's Liam Carrick. It's the pole sitter out. It's the pole sitter out. It's Liam Carrick gone. Something's happened through Aintree. And Aaron McFall, the seas have parted into P number 1. The pole sitter has crashed already in through Aintree. Yuri Wessels up to second, splits the two Red Bulls. Really hectic stuff here in Silverstone. Really hectic start as we head through Copse Corner for the first time. It's a very shuffled up grid. Jack Redmond finds himself at 15th, but he's run wide. Juan Hernandez is down a spot, but he's defending from Sam Davis. They're going to struggle at the start. The Ferraris, they're on the medium compound of tyres, but they've slotted into a spot now. That's Thomas Main, as something's happened here. He's lost 2 spots. Jack Redmond running back the days and making up a few spots on lap 1. He's up 6 to 14. That's Adrian Teisch gone at the back for Alfa Romeo. He started his season like he ended the last with a lap 1 spin. Lap 1 though has completed, and the big shock of the day so far is the pole sitter already out of the race. Really fascinating stuff. Aaron McFall says the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, 1:33.1 is the time. Legend Rosenberg already looking to attack Yuri Wessels. Yuri got a fantastic race start and is already up 3 positions to second. The roaring orange brakes on the Williams car. It's definitely making it stand out. You can see a lot of grass there from one of the spinners. Gif Pachero seems to be lagging a little bit. It's going to be Luke Davis up his inside in towards Brooklands. Here comes the young Briton down the inside of the Aston Martin. He's got the job done. But Gift holds it round the outside and holds it down the inside through Luffield. These two going to go scrapping down towards Copse. Luke holding it round the outside. He had a very poor race here last season. He's going to try one now. Lets it down the inside into Copse Corner. The Red Bull Racing driver gets the move done on the Williams into Copse. Really excellent move. Brendan, are you back with us?
I hope so, but I'm worried about this. This is beyond a joke.
Here comes Yuri Wessels trying to attack back. It is a Red Bull 1-2. Aaron McFall and his teammate Marcus Towell started last season with a 1-2. It all went wrong for them that day. He'll be hoping for something different. Lewis McWilliam, the only Briton in the top 5 as of now in a field with a fair few British drivers. It's the Scotsman who prevails and is in 4th, attacking the Williams of Yuri Wessels. I have no idea what's happened, but my screen just went completely black for a moment. We're back now. I'm going to hope that didn't affect the stream. Down the inside goes Lewis McWilliam. That's Enzo King. Lewis has spun Yuri Wessels. And it's some awful driving from Lewis McWilliam, which sees Gift Pachero dive down the inside and take a spot. But Lewis, really poor driving to knock Yuri Wessels round there. A bit of a wheel bang from front right to rear left. The Scotsman takes 4th, but Gift Pachero finds himself on the podium. When it goes right for this man, it certainly goes right. There is the Alfa Romeo of Adrian Teisch gone there. Kyle Albert is back up to 15th after a first lap spin. And that is yet Adrian Teisch gone round at the back, unfortunately. Aaron McFall still leads here in Silverstone. Jack Redmond has got another spot. That's past Jackson Turner. Jack Redmond has got past Liam Houseman as well. And is now on the back Juan Hernandez. What a race that for Jack Redmond. Up 11 spots on 3 laps. Going to be up 12 spots on 3 laps. He's got the job done. My screen has gone completely black again. I apologise for that. Lewis McWilliam has got past Gift Pachero. I don't know if that is a TV issue or a game issue, but we'll get this fixed now just quickly. I currently cannot see the screen, so Brendan, you're going to have to take over.
I have an issue with staying in this lobby.
Oh, here we go. We're back again. It is Legend Rosenberg leading ahead of Aaron McFall for some reason. What the hell has gone on here? I take my eyes off for 2 seconds to fix an issue, and we have a swap for the lead. That's Jackson Turner gone. That is Jackson Turner gone. At turn 1. We have a few pitters. We've Sam Davis and we've Liam Houseman, and that is Jackson Turner gone round at turn number 1. Very interesting there, as here comes Yuri Wessels attacking Gift Pachero. Gift got up onto the podium prematurely, but Yuri Wessels hands it round the outside. Really excellent stuff from the Dutchman. He has fantastic racecraft, and he's proved it there. That is really good racing from Yuri Wessels. He's got past Gift Pachero. He was passed into Copse. He has got past Gift Pachero, and is that somebody else gone? I can't quite tell. There's a fair few spinners down the backpack. You normally get this on an opening race weekend. We are getting it now. Aaron McFall, though, whatever happened, lost the lead to the Season 5 champion, Legend Rosenberg. Legend, of course, won this race the week after he won his Season 5 championship. They'll be hoping to win this one as well. That is...
Oh, we have an
Chloe
Alpine
Glennon
road.
gone. That is the Alpine of Chloe gone at the back. It's unfortunate. That is just on the exit of Cops Corner. We've seen Liz McWilliam have a spin there in qualifying.
Fixed.
Oh no, that's Junior gone! And out of the Grand Prix goes the Ugandan, completely destroying his front right tyre. Just like in Season 4, we have a safety car due to a Gifachero crash. He was running really well. When it goes right for him, it goes right. When it goes wrong, it certainly goes wrong. And the first full course caution of the season comes for the Season 5 champions, Aston Martin. And Junior makes it a second retirement of the opening round. Really disappointing. This allows the two Alpines to get back into the pit lane, I presume. Will we see any pitters from the front crew?
I presume so. Anyone soft who look to pit. But for the Ferraris here, this might not be the best of things for them.
But we got to see what Red Bull do here, because they are going to have to double stack.
And is Aaron going to have to try just slow down a bit? Maybe Legend push it on, and then Aaron drops and gets himself the gap.
Yep, of course, there is rules and regulation that he can only drop to 3 or 3.5 seconds. It'll be 30 seconds around Silverstone. There we go. He's dropping. We need to keep an eye on that delta, because if he drops back 3.5 seconds... there'll be an invitation to the steward's room. He's not. He's did that perfectly. 2.6 seconds into the pit lane, and is that an overtake? No, that's just Jake Marsh staying out, as per expected. It'll be a Ferrari leading the British Grand Prix. It'll be a Leeds man. Man from Yorkshire leading the British Grand Prix. Now, presumably these guys all go for the mediums, as to be expected. Yes, they do. It's a very busy Silverstone pit lane now. There's Luke Davis going for the mediums. Kyle Albert into the pits as well. Enzo King stays out for Williams. Of course, Williams won the Season 4 British Grand Prix on the reversed strategy. Borbuna stayed out on the softs. That's an interesting one.
I suppose then he can... well, it doesn't seem logical, but maybe it is to avoid double stack or something.
Oh, here we go now. Jackson Turner is in between Legend and Lewis. Aaron has fallen behind Yuri to the double stack, as we expected. But Jackson Turner is in between Legend and Lewis. Ironically, in the Aston Martin, the car that brought Legend and Lewis all their success, but he is in between them. So this is really interesting. Of course, it was the Aston Martin that brought out this safety car. We're only on lap 6, still 20 to go, still lots of racing.
So you're telling me that Legend and Lewis have left Aston Martin, and now we're still getting Aston Martin nearly dictating things in FVR?
Yes. Unfortunately, yes. But it's a different scenario this time, because Lewis and Legend can absolutely scrap the hell out of each other, battle all the way. Where in an Aston Martin they're a little bit cautious until it came to Singapore, where they both crashed the first time they really had a proper ding-dong battle. But Legend is in the provisional race lead, because the top 4 all have to pit. The top 4 of... we'll run you through the whole standings now quickly. It is Jake Marsh, Juan Hernandez, Bor Bune, Enzo King, Legend Rosenberg, Jackson Turner, Lewis McWilliam, Yuri Wessels, Aaron McFall, Luke Davis, Jack Redmond, Thomas Main, Kyle Albert, Bill Nowick, Sam Davis, and then it is Liam Houseman, Chloe Glennon, and Adrian Teisch. That is Sam Davis into the pit lane to do his mandatory tyre swap. But he's managed to get himself a penalty by doing it.
Maybe if the safety car stays out another lap after this, he can get rid of it.
Yeah, very true, but I don't think it will. Although, no, Adrian Teich is really far behind here.
He might get lucky in this circumstance.
Yeah, I think the presence of Adrian Teich might help the Dutchman quite a lot here, because if Adrian didn't get this safety... Oh, he almost lost the car. If Adrian didn't get this safety car, he could have very nearly gone a lap down, and that's not how you want to start a season. But, yeah, the safety cars are going very slowly, to be fair, compared to Adrian. Of course, Adrian at full race pace. But we really will have to see how this one ends up. Brendan, going to presume these medium tyres go to the end?
Yep, easy. Anyone who pitted for fresh mediums is going to the end if things go to plan, basically.
Well, it's good to hear. We're going racing, boys, to the end. And then Ferrari, really, have to bolt away here, don't they?
Yes, they will need to rely on Borbune. And Borbune, Enzo and Jackson they need to rely on. So see, Legend has one less person to deal with. Who isn't on the same strategy.
Adrian is really far behind. We could stay out here. Sam Davis could get into pit lane again. My TV's gone black. Again, no idea if that's the game or not. I'm going to hope it isn't.
Well, I think it's not having an effect on stream, so that was a comment. And this safety car is definitely staying
out. This safety car is definitely staying out for another lap. Adrian is only at cops. We'll see what Sam Davis can do if he doesn't even pit. This will be a bit of a pointless discussion.
I mean, I suppose we have to fill this time with something, and I assume he will go in.
No, he stayed out.
What?
That's well, he might not have had fresh mediums, to be fair.
Maybe.
Yeah, no, he started on fresh mediums. He would have gone onto the medium tyres that he was on. No, I do see logic behind that, actually, because he would have gone onto the medium tyres that he has been on since the start of the Grand Prix.
Even still, was it that much of a difference?
Well, yeah, it would be. May as well be on fresh. Bit of work to do for Sam Davison to get back into this one, but his teammate, Jack Redmond, my oh my, who brought back the old Jack Redmond? He gained 9 spots, I think it was, on the first 3 laps. He's in 11th now. That's due to a bit of grid shuffle with the pit stops. But yeah, he's really, really doing well on the back of Lightning Luke Davies now. Here is the pit stops, of course, as you can see. Just the 5 who haven't pit. I have another black screen. This is very much annoying me. Only 2 penalties so far. That is Bill Nowick and Sam Davis. We'll be going racing this lap. Adrian Teich has managed to catch up. Brendan, who do we think can be the biggest mover here? Who do we think can win this race? Is it comfortably in Legends now that he's a car between him and his rivals?
By logic, it should be, but in the case that Lewis can get past Jackson before Legend gets past Borbune, then that situation could change. Because the longer Legend gets stuck behind the cars ahead, and considering Juan and Legend may have made contact near the end of qualifying from what I know, I doubt Legend will have it easy.
Legend won't have it easy, as Brendan, Jake Marsh will lead us away.
Yep.
We have someone cheering for Borbune in the comments. Good to see the Borbune fans out in force. I have another black screen. But Jake Marsh has gone racing. We go racing. Here in Silverstone, he's gone very, very early, and him and his Ferrari teammate Juan Hernandez have absolutely caught out every single person napping. Perfect restart for Ferrari. Legend Rosenberg is already on the back of Enzo King. Here he comes, round the outside. It's got to be down the inside for the Red Bull Racing man. But Enzo is attacking Borbune, meaning Legend can't get this move done. Lewis McWilliam needs to have a look on Jackson Turner as Legend goes round the outside through the loop and through Aintree. He's got the job done. What a move by Legend Rosenberg on Enzo King. Enzo's got to fight this one back because he does have good tyres on that Williams racing car. Lewis is looking for a move round the outside of Jackson Turner, but Jackson has very good pace on these mediums and is quite possibly attacking Enzo King. Legend is going to have to be bold, he's going to have to be brave to get past Borbune, but if anyone's got it, the Season 5 champion's got it. He's champion for a reason. Down the inside into Cop's corner on his fellow Dutchman, nails his apex and gets the job done. Really good move by Legend, and here comes Enzo King past Borbune. Borbune's really suffering. Borbune is really suffering on these tyres. Jackson Turner is trying up the inside as well. Borbune needs to get into that pit lane. He is very much struggling. Here comes Lewis McWilliam on the back of Jackson Turner. We could go three wide. We could go 4 wide. Lewis is going to have to be really brave because he's Yuri Wessels on his inside and round the outside of Borbune. It's contact. Borbune sandwiched in between Yuri, and he's caught it. Excellent driving from Borbune to manage to stay out of the barriers, but Lewis McWilliam has got the job done on Borbune. He's still parked behind Jackson Turner. Jack Redmond has got past Luke Davies and is on the back of this train as well. Jackson really being the blockade. Aaron's around the Red Bull man. Something has happened there. He has gone really far back and is out of contention from the win. He was leading in the early parts. That's Sam Davis out of the race. Yuri is trying round the outside of Lewis. Not only has Lewis not got past the slow markers possibly in front, he can't even defend his spot. Up the front though, it is Ferrari 1-2 ahead of Legend Rosenberg. The two Ferraris have not come into the pit lane. Remember that. They still have to stop. We've the pit stops there.
Retired.
Here we go. Yuri Wessels is trying to get past Lewis McWilliam. We've seen Legend make 2 moves into Cop's corner. Yuri's not quite close enough yet, but Enzo is 2 seconds behind Legend, and that is not good news for Lewis McWilliam.
Yeah, this race is slipping away from Lewis. As well, seems like Aston Martin, he can't get past it, but it isn't Legend here. Jackson is the Aston Martin, he's got to get past, and doesn't look like he'll be able to gain enough here. So, it's another lap stuck behind those on a different strategy.
And it's not what he wanted. He's going to try into the veiled chicane. It's Lewis McWilliam, but Jackson leaves no space. Closes the door, and now Yuri's piling to the side. Look who has snuck through. Jack Redmond has been Moses today on the racetrack. Does Yuri have damage? We can't really tell. But Lewis tried to move. We have a virtual safety car. The VSC is out. And Jackson Turner still manages to hold his spot. It was dodgy from the Aston Martin. It was very dodgy, but that'll be investigated by the stewards.
Drop 3 seconds. Or have I just missed that?
Has who?
Juan.
No, Juan does not have 3 seconds on my screen anyways.
No, I mean, is he dropped down 3 seconds?
Oh, he has, yeah, he has. He's dropped down 3 seconds. I think this could be some very good teamwork from Ferrari. Because if Juan can hold up Legend in a little bit, Jake can get away. And that is what they need. Are they sacrificing Juan's race, possibly? As Yuri and Jack Redmond are having a bit of a scrap here. I believe we're going to go green, because these guys are speeding up. Just need to be careful not to get a drive-through penalty. Juan is backing Legend right up here. Nothing wrong with this. This is all fair. Nothing wrong with Juan backing up another driver. We've seen drivers back up each other many of an occasion.
Oh, here we go.
Green. We go racing. Legend is already on the back of the Spaniard. These two were championship challengers last season. Juan's run a bit wide.
Juan, was that a little unnecessary defensive?
Possibly, but you can never really tell. Juan, he's off. He's run wide. This is down the Sir Lewis Hamilton straight. He's run wide, and Legend is not going to go for it into turn 1. He'll let Juan make the manoeuvres, and he'll counteract down into turn 3. No move for Rosenberg on Hernandez just yet.
Look at it. It's working like a treat.
This is really frustrating. We've seen Juan hold up Legend before. Monaco, bring it back there. It ruined Legend's afternoon, and it's a mistake for the Ferrari. He's run off the circuit, and he's spun, coming back on into the wall. Goes Juan Hernandez, the Spaniard, and what plan that was working really, really well is in tatters. Juan Hernandez falls down the order and won't score points today, surely. Legend Rosenberg is chuckling his heart out in that cockpit, possibly saying Juan's favourite driver's quote, karma, as Legend now has free air to catch Jake Marsh. Really, really unfortunate for Juan, but he was struggling in that Ferrari, and it is evident. Next battle is Jack Redmond trying to get past Jackson Turner. Jackson's held his own here, so is Enzo, but they do have to come into the pits eventually. Yeah, something's happened here. Lewis is down to 12th. It's a really mixed up grid. Here comes Jack Redmond down the inside into Stowe. He's down the inside of the Aston Martin. Really great racing from these two. Jackson Turner holds it round the outside. Jack Redmond down the inside. Thinks better of it. Jackson almost spears into Enzo King. Here comes Jack down the inside. Backs out of that one. Great racing from the two. That was close. Jack Redmond had to back out, or he would not be in this 5th position. That is very mature racing from Jack Redmond. He's getting on the years now. The maturity is growing. Legend still not really catching Jake as much as he'd like. Jake doing a good job and has good pace. Jake wants a championship this year. He's got to fight for it. But one man fighting for it is Jack Redmond, getting past Jackson Turner. Jackson has absolutely held on for a lot longer than I would have considered. Jack is going to have to go for something big down the inside. He's going to go for both of them. He's gone down the inside of the Briton. He's going for the Austrian next. These two have had many a clash through the years, and he's tried it through the narrowest of gaps. It has not worked. But Jack Redmond, take a bow. That was a great move on Jackson Turner. And now Jack Redmond finds himself in provisional 2nd place from the back of the grid. Here he goes on Enzo King. He's not waiting around. Down the inside, and now it's the outside. Through Beckett's. Jackson Turner's on his inside now through Beckett's, but he's made contact, and the Aston Martin's been involved in a 3rd incident today. Jack's gone falling behind Luke Davies, and I don't know if Jackson is the idiot magnet today, or he is the idiot, but we'll find out after the race. He's gone down the outside, and Enzo King has absolutely let his teammate through perfectly there. Enzo being the blockade for this battle. And there's been contact. I think it's Thomas Main who sent Jack Redmond across. It's Jack Redmond's rally skills coming into play there to get across that grass and get his car moving. He's picked up a penalty, but that should be removed. Here comes Luke Davis round the outside of Thomas Main now and attacking Enzo King for the position.
Oh god, we got Jack up. Jack's off, he's off.
Jack's off. Jack into the gravel, and it's all gone wrong.
What a save.
He's drove really well there to keep it. That is definitely the rally skills kicked in. Jackson Turner is back down to 8th with Lewis McWilliam. I don't know what's happening here. Can't really keep up with this one. It's crazy racing in Silverstone. They're all so close. Luke Davis round the outside of Enzo King. Can he get it done? Enzo positions his car perfectly. And these medium runners are putting on a defensive show and a half for us here today in Silverstone. Really, really good stuff. Luke Davis manages to defend from Enzo King. Thomas Main's up to 6. Now this is a legitimate 6th as well. He's made a pit stop. The only 3 who haven't is Jake Marsh, Enzo King and Jackson Turner. Jackson down behind Aaron McFall in 11th now. Luke Davis is the next man to attack for a position here. He is going for 4th spot. Tried it into Brooklands and couldn't get it done, unfortunately, on that occasion.
I would have to say that was we're getting some throwbacks here. So now Luke
round the outside for Luke Davis. He's really pushing it here, and that's a great overtake, almost shoving Enzo into the pit lane. This is classic. Enzo King keeps it up the inside. Luke Davis trying round the outside. It's not going to work. Thomas Main running back the years looking to get involved, but he has been passed by Lewis McWilliam, and Kyle Albert is trying to move as well. I am thoroughly enjoying this one. This is great racing. Thomas Main up the inside of the Scotsman. Lewis has said nope and goes off the circuit. He does not want to lose this spot. Kyle Albert keeps it up the inside of the 2. Really great racing. The two McLarens attacking the Alfa Romeo. Kyle Albert looking to get the job done here on lap 15. Look at this in ahead. Luke Davis still can't find a proper way past. Enzo King hangs it round the outside, and Enzo King is going to have to concede. Oh my, that was great.
DRS gonna come.
That
I don't
was
think Luke
brilliant.
is safe yet.
Yeah, Enzo King will get the run down to the hangar straight.
Look at the defensive job Enzo did there for Yuri.
Yeah,
Absolutely
Yuri's gone miles away. 3 seconds ahead. Oh, down the inside into Maggots and Beckett goes Lewis McWilliam. He's not got the job done there, but that's bold. He's definitely enjoying himself, and the McLaren's made a mistake. He's on the grass. He's caught it well, but this invites Aaron McFall back up past. This invites Liam Houseman up into the points again. Only scored 2 FVR points in his career. He's currently going to score 2 if all stays the same. Legend sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. Still hasn't caught up to Jake Marsh yet, and this is really helping Jake because there's an 8-second gap between Legend and Yuri just from whatever this midfield is.
It's fair to say the desire to
my screen's gone black
get on the podium is high.
Yeah, it's definitely a great season opener because they're all just going for it. No one is backing out.
Kyle down the
inside of Aaron. It's not worked, but he's going to get the run down towards Brooklands now. I've spilled my water all over the ground and all with this. This is brilliant. But here it comes. Aaron McFall. He's got to stay ahead of this one. Comment saying I can't stop laughing. I couldn't stop laughing. I'm really enjoying this race. It's absolutely fantastic battling. Of course, Enzo will be out of it in a few moments' time because he's going to make a pit stop.
I think at the moment our podium is Legend, Yuri, Luke, and I think that is a bit of a different podium to what we would have probably expected. Legend aside.
Oh, Jack's out. It could be a safety car.
That could be a safety car.
I can't see if it is because of another black screen. It is a safety car.
This race.
Jake Marsh into the pit lane.
Jake could win this race.
He was actually in the pit lane before it was called. That's a Legend in as well.
Wait.
Yuri in. Someone's got to risk it. Someone's got to risk it here. Someone's got to try it by staying out. Surely somebody's got to try it by staying out. Someone has got to risk this. Maybe an Adrian Teich. Oh, it's a kerfuffle. It's a kerfuffle in the pit lane. Oh, everyone stopped. It is a big kerfuffle in the pit lane.
Oh god.
But Jake Marsh leads the British Grand Prix.
I think the warnings are now going to come into play here. Let's see. His Legend has 2, but we'll see if they were collision warnings.
Enzo's going to drop a bit because it's a double stack.
Wasn't. Legend has a warning. Then Jake, let me see. He has warning. I presume the lap 10-1 was just a warning himself. As I think Jake, yeah, he's got 2 warnings. See now Yuri, he's now got a chance to get the win here. Juan has a chance to get back into points. Chloe, she's lapped. Yeah, she's lapped.
Oh, might be allowed on lap. Yeah, she's behind Aaron McFall. Might be allowed on lap. Hopefully. We do have the rule where you can't unlap. It was actually Aaron himself who asked for it, so we're going to see if he listens to himself.
Well, Aaron knows.
Let's see. We shall see. Williams pit crew goat, says Leroy in the chat. If you're just joining us, you've missed a cracker of a Grand Prix so far. We're going to have 10 great laps of racing to the end, that is for sure, here at Silverstone Circuit. But you've missed an absolute brilliant Grand Prix.
Well, Aaron and Thomas have let her through. So
they have. Correct. Enzo. Her old teammate back at Williams. We'll see. Might do it on the straight. We shall see. Is Enzo going to pull off and let it through? No, not yet. Yeah. No, never mind. I'm just might have been looking at my phone. I'm not looking at the screen and just seeing clean air. Everybody, apart from Chloe's on the softs, but of course Chloe Pitts, she won't be a lap down. Jack's not happy. Jackson. We'll see. Is Legend? We're trying to get a message to Enzo.
Yeah, trying.
Oh, has Adrian Tice gone off? No.
We're trying.
Graphical error. If you're wondering what we're trying to do is get the Alpine unlapped because the game is crap and can't do it for us. Don't think Enzo knows.
Well,
yeah, I don't think so. Oh, he does. He's gone. Yeah, gone through. Will Luke follow suit?
Now Luke.
Come on, Luke. Don't let the squad down. It's going to have to be this lap, I think, because safety car. There we go. Luke's let it through. It's going to be close whether it catches up or not. Here goes Yuri. Lets it through. And Legend should follow suit. Yeah, there we go. And we've got someone unlapped again for the second time in FVR. It gives us entertainment
Jake
here.
Remember?
Jake.
Man, Jake.
There we go. It's a bit late, but it is an unlap, and Legend looked for an advantage there. Jake did the last safety car restart, so we're going to have to wait and see. The Alpine successfully unlapped, but going to need another safety car to get back up to the train because we are going in this lap. Jake Marsh has won one Formula Virtual race. I've got a black screen again. But here we go. Into the Vale chicane and into Club. And we go racing in Silverstone. Legend Rosenberg's caught with Jake on this restart. He's not caught them out as much as he caught out everybody else. And this is going to be a battle for the lead down towards turn 1. Through turn number 1 of Abbey and down towards turn number 3. Legend doesn't go for it yet. Yuri was caught napping a bit. And this battle is going to continue into Brooklands because Legend is sizing up a move. Enzo King's gone off at turn number 3. Down through Aintree goes the Dutchman, the Season 5 champion, possibly 2 championship rivals. It's got to be down the inside. No, it's backed off for Legend. He's backed off very, very late there. Almost thought he would have run into the back of the Ferrari, but Ferrari will possibly lead the remainder of this lap 19 and will continue to defend. Here we go though. Through Cop's Corner comes Jake Marsh. Legend still behind. Luke Davies has dropped off 1.2 behind Yuri. He's kind of out of the battle for the podium here. But there's no penalties for any of these. Thomas Main really holding his own in 5th. They're doing a great job. Safety car helping a lot of these drivers, especially Jake and Enzo. Here we go. Down towards Stowe. Legend Rosenberg to the outside. It's a difficult move. It's a tricky move around the outside for the Dutchman. He's got the job done. Legend Rosenberg leads the British Grand Prix and takes it off the Britain. Now he's into the pit lane, meaning the unlapping was relatively pointless after all. Someone's gone round, possibly here. Aaron McFall's gone round the outside of Thomas Main. He's pushed him off the circuit. Oh, that's like retiring in the pit lane, not continuing there, unfortunately. Jake has picked up a 3-second time penalty. That's the race win gone.
Yeah, he had 2 warnings to Legends 1. It was always going to be a little more difficult.
That is the race win, presumably gone for Jake Marsh, but he's still going to battle for it.
Well, I think Adrian's had a little bit off there.
Adrian has had a little bit of an off. Oh, that's a front wing gone for Adrian.
No front wing.
Yeah, no front wing. Jake could get that warning removed. So we will have to wait and see. He's still in the battle for a podium. Harry McFall has invited himself up behind Luke Davies. And we'll see here. Legend Rosenberg almost a second clear and is on course to start his season like he finished the last and will be leading the championship.
Yeah, it will be the way to kick off the season once again.
It definitely will be. 1.1 seconds now. Jake just does not have the pace to keep up with Legend here.
Have to see now. Anyone else really have chance? See, Juan is nearly completed to come back to the points. He's up to 11th, and well, those ahead do have penalties, so he may be able to sneak some form of points.
Oh, Adrian off again. Really struggling with the no front wing. That's the fastest lap of the race for Legend Rosenberg. Currently on course to take the full 26 points available in Formula 1 and FVR Racing. I say FVR Racing, that means Formula Virtual Racing Racing. Aaron McFall is attacking Luke Davis. Luke's going to have to do a mammoth task if he wants to get a podium, because he is 3 seconds behind Jake Marsh already.
Yeah, you will have to put in a bit of work there in order to get that podium.
And McFall attacking. Can't get it done into Brooklands. Won't get it done through Luffield either. He might, if he's close enough, have a go into Woodcut and into Copse. Not gonna. Oh, he could be close enough to have a go into Copse here. Gets the slipstream, not burning any battery is the Red Bullman. He does have Thomas Main right behind him, so he's gonna have to get this done cleanly and not get himself in a Loctite battle. Jake's broken back into the DRS prematurely. Probably overstepped the mark. He's wasted. Oh, they've both wasted a lot of their battery here, so it's not like Jake is that far off. He is burning just a little bit more. Yuri Wessels is keeping in the DRS here as well. It would be a Dutch 1-2 as it stands, because Jake does have that time penalty. Aaron McFall has got the job done into Stowe. He is up to 4th is the Red Bullman, but he's 3 seconds behind Yuri. Wants to try break into that 3 seconds of Jake Marsh and take a podium in Silverstone.
So Thomas Main here will be on for a very nice return to FVR.
Certainly would be. He's good at the old returns, isn't he? His return back in Season 4 was a victory. It's currently going to be a P6. Although he does have Kyle Albert right behind him, the Brit. Kyle likes to now come back from the back. He started near the back, currently running 7th. Doing well in the points.
Definitely has a bit of ERS to use here. It looks like he can strike maybe just towards the end when others have already used up what they have.
Here we go though. Yuri Wessels is going to be attacking Jake Marsh. Maybe Yuri possibly still attack Legend? Do we think he's the pace? I don't really know.
In DRS terms, he could.
If he could get past Jake and break into that 1 second on Legend, he could definitely have a shot here at winning his maiden Formula Virtual race. Yuri actually competed in the first FVR race. Sadly, that ended in the barrier of Beckett's.
Well, let's see. Is he close enough this time? No.
He's not close enough this time.
His favourite driver, Jake, seems to be well capable of holding up probably a little bit faster drivers.
Jake is definitely one of the front runners. That's Adrian Teich crashed out again at turn number 1. He's going to go a lap down, unfortunately, here. Disappointing day for Adrian Teich. Disappointing day for AlphaTauri and Alfa Romeo. Both AlphaTauris out of the race. Although Thomas Main not doing too shabby. No, Luke's picked up a 3, and that promotes a fair few guys up into the top 10. Adrian Teich has picked up a 10-second time penalty for exceeding the track limits. He's taken a chunky line through one of the corners there. Luke is kind of out of the fight with Aaron McFall now and just needs to defend Thomas Main for his dignity, really, as that 3 seconds will come into play. Oh, Liam Houseman has disconnected from the session for a second season running a Silverstone. Adrian has pulled off to the side. He's going to let everybody through here. Juan is going to possibly break into the points if he can catch up a second into Lewis McWilliam. He would break into the points.
Lewis is 6.
Oh, Lewis is 6, so he is in the points anyways as it stands. It's a bad opener for Hernandez, but he still would get a solitary point as it stands. Jake Marsh is doing a really good job to hold Yuri Wessels here, although Yuri needs to try something soon if he wants to attack the race leader, because Legend is slowly pulling away.
I think Juan doesn't really have the pace here for whatever reason. Not
One
sure
definitely
why.
doesn't have the pace today for some reason. Might have damage, maybe?
Very interesting to know if he actually does.
It would be. Legend is 2 seconds clear at the front. It's not as hectic as it was in the mid-pack. We are looking at Yuri Wessels, and that is Adrian out of the race at turn 1 again. That has been a horrible corner for him today, as Jake got all out of shape through Brooklands. This is really Yuri's opportunity to go for a second place move. He's currently going to get second place due to Jake's penalty, but it would be nice to confirm it in case Jake can get that warning removed. As there is Juan past Lewis. That's Lewis around. Lewis is around in the grass, and he's been disqualified from the Grand Prix. Oh dear. Oh dearie me.
Juan gets his points.
That is not good for Lewis McWilliam.
Oh, Juan nearly dropped it there. He had been pretty much the points have been certified.
Oh, here comes Kyle Albert. Sorry to overcut there, but here comes Kyle Albert. Down the inside into Stowe. Down the inside of Thomas Main. Thomas holding it round the outside. He's run wide there, but Kyle Albert has attacked into the chicane. He's going to try the inside, and the door closes, and he kicks up the rear, and he's spun, and that's Kyle gone as well. And that will also be a penalty for resetting to track. Oh no, that's gone all wrong for Kyle Albert there, unfortunately. That's gone all wrong.
It went. I think lap 24 has not been the best of lap for McLaren, as he's nearly lost it there.
Yeah, a disqualification and a fall out of the points for Kyle Albert. That's not a good lap for McLaren, apologies. We're on board with the Williams of Yuri Wessels. It's going to have to be a last lap dash if he wants to get past Jake Marsh, but he has a lot of ERS and he should think about using it. He's using it now, is Yuri Wessels, as we head down towards Copse Corner for the second final time. There's your penalties. Not a lot today, which is good to see. Very, very good to see. Jake is in the 5% bracket for the ERS. Somewhere a long-time fan of the series says a red card for that Dart FIFA. The VAR officials out in full flight. Here comes Yuri Wessels down the inside of Jake Marsh. The Williams has held off, but he just has too much ERS and battery to get the job done. It's too little too late though for the race win, because he only has one lap remaining, and Jake, the way he defended that, you would think that he cannot get this penalty removed. He needs to try extend the gap from Aaron McFall just to stay on the podium, does Marsh.
It's extremely close. Even the slightest, maybe a lock-up could decide this one. Now see, for Luke here, he's also going to drop down, I believe, 2 places.
Oh, it's Hernandez. It's Juan Hernandez who spun at the final corner and lost his wing, which will invite Haas F1 into the points.
Oh, and he's got to watch it here. He needs to. This is not good for him. Looks like it won't be points.
Oh, it's a really bad day for Juan. Jake is doing all he can, and this could literally be the fact that Jake has DRS down the hanger straight that could decide this in through Copse Corner for the final time. It is going to be a Dutch 1-2 on British soil. Legend Rosenberg will take the opener here in Britain. Well, presumably he could stay on track for the final sector, although the fact he's did it 26 times and been the fastest out of anyone else would make me think that it is. The Dutchman, the mighty Season 5 champion, is going to start this season like he finished the last as he heads down through Stowe. A really, really impressive performance from Legend Rosenberg today. He didn't take pole, that went to Liam Carrick, as that's Jackson Turner getting past Enzo King. But rounding the final corner, Legend Rosenberg wins at Silverstone. Yuri Wessels will take second. Who will get third? Aaron McFall will. 0.03.
Chipping his battle between Enzo and Jackson. Absolutely on the limit.
Enzo gets past Jackson. Kyle Albert will finish in 9th. Oh, a 10th. That was very close to managing to get 8th. Borbune, no? Or will it be Bill who gets points? It'll be Borbune who gets points. The two Hasses coming home in unison as Juan is off again.
Where is Juan going?
Juan is taking a little adventure to Narnia.
This is Carlos Sainz Australia written all over it.
At least he survived more than
Except
2 laps, as he just wouldn't be celebrating one. Realistically, you finished 12th. But that was a cracker of an opener, and Legend Rosenberg is the winner. Thomas Main wins the game's driver today. Lewis not happy with his performance. There it is, the podium. It's Holland on top again.
I believe that all the drivers... Oh, well, I thought Jake had got that podium there for a second. It would have been a completely no-assist podium.
It would have been, but it wasn't. Aaron has beaten him. Legend Rosenberg wins the British Grand Prix, 26 points for him. Yuri in second, Aaron McFall in third, Jake Marsh fourth, Thomas Main in fifth. What a return for Thomas Main. Luke Davies in sixth, Enzo King in seventh, Jackson Turner in eighth, Kyle Abbott in ninth, and Borbune rounds off the points in 10th. He's a real steady, consistent driver, is Borbune, and he started off the season with Haas and points. Then it is Juan Hernandez and Liam Houseman, with Adrian Tosh being the first and not finishers. Brendan, Mimo Safety Award. Who gets it?
Let's see... You know what, I'll give it to Thomas.
Thomas Main wins the Mimo 1 Safety Award for today. That's all we do have time for here in Silverstone. What a season opener. Make sure to tune in next week where we head to Paul Ricard in the Set de France. Be a lovely sunny holiday for me and Brendan in the commentary box. But make sure to follow our social channels, Formula_virtual_racing on Instagram, FVR official on Twitter. And a big thank you to everybody for tuning in. Stay safe, stay well, and I'll see you next time. So there's a massive stream delay.